What is going on, chums? Welcome back to the channel. Just wanted to take a minute to do a quick intro to the video you're about to watch, because it's going to be a bit of a series that we're running over the next sort of 10 weeks or so. By way of background, back in 2017, Paul and I, when we were still quite new to this whole YouTube malarkey, decided to do a similar thing for the Final Fantasy series because it was its 30th anniversary. So we played the first hour or so of every game in the series, all 15 of them at the time, that's including the MMOs. We played about the first hour of each one and just kind of talked through our experiences with it, except for Final Fantasy 13, where we went for about 2 hours because I wanted to see if I could break Paul. And if you want to experience a man losing his mind in real time, definitely go and give that video a watch because it was quite fun to shoot. But this time we're going to be doing it for the Ys series. I did actually start this series about 2 years ago because it was the 35th anniversary of Ys. It's the same age as the Final Fantasy series, funnily enough. I only got 2 videos in and then kind of life got in the way. So I've decided to restart it now that I have more free time. And hopefully, well not hopefully, I'm definitely going to finish it this time. The idea is going to be that there'll be 1 video a week every Friday up until Ys 10 releases at the end of October, and then the final video will be, fingers crossed, Ys 10 release day, a video of Ys 10. If not on release day, then hopefully very shortly thereafter. But yeah, hopefully you'll come with us, explore this series if you're new to it, see if maybe you can find your new favourite series of games, and if not, just come and enjoy the videos with us. So yeah, the first video is going to be Ys Origin, which is a prequel of the entire series. It's not the first game in release order, but it is the first game in the timeline. The rest of the games, there's the story order and the release order are 2 different things, but the rest of the games I'm going to do them in just sort of numbered order. Also, for those of you that know the series, I'm not going to be playing the original releases because I don't have access to those, so it's going to be remakes only. But we're basically just going to go in numerical order, so Origins 1, 2, 3 and so on, all the way up to 10 in a couple of months. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy the series, and let's jump into it.
Nihon Falcom Corporation. Jadis, il avait un grand pays légendaire. Qu'on appelait Ys. Sur l'intervention des déesses jumelles et des 6 saints, les grands pays prospéraient. Les déesses avaient un trésor précieux, la perle noire. Elle avait des sortes de pouvoirs mystérieux. Avec la magie, on pouvait faire des miracles. Avec l'éclairia, on pouvait amplifier ses pouvoirs magiques. Grâce à elle, on croyait que les pouvoirs de Ys dureraient une éternité. Mais soudain, un désastre frappa Ys. Beaucoup de monstres démoniques sont apparus et ont commencé à envahir Is. Les forces diaboliques ont tout fait de ravager la terre, mais tous les habitants sont sauvés dans le temple de Salomon. On aurait dit la fin du monde. C'est alors la perle noire qui sauva Is de la ruine, car elle souleva les temples dans les airs. Mais, aussitôt après ces soulagements fugitifs, les démons ont construit une autre tour, et une nuée de monstres sont partis en direction du sanctuaire. Is menaçait de tomber. Pire encore, un événement imprévu arriva dans le temple de Salomon. Quelle histoire! Les déesses jumelles, les descendantes de Is, ont toutes disparu. Dans une situation désespérée, les 600 ont pris une résolution. Pour constituer une équipe de recherche, ils ont organisé une sélection parmi des chevaliers et des sorciers. Enfin, les 100, ils envahiront à la terre dévastée.
What is going on, chums, and welcome to the first of our videos in this sort of revisited Ease series. Kind of aborted the first attempt, as I mentioned in the intro, so we're just going back in, and this time we're going to do the whole series, so stick with us. This is Ease Origin. This is a prequel to the entire series, set a few hundred years before the games that most people know, with Adol, the red-haired adventuring swordsman. Obviously he's not in this because he hasn't been born for a few centuries at this point. So we're starting off with Unica. You would have seen me pick Unica at the start of the game and also put it on easy because I don't want to just get into a specific... I don't want to get stuck while we're just doing a nice quick look video. But yeah, there's 3 characters to choose from, one of whom is unlocked when you complete the game with the other 2. Unica is the one that's most like Adol. She fights with a big battle axe instead of a sword. Hugo fights with a magic staff, and it's almost like a twin stick shooter when you're playing with him. It's very different. So that was a long intro, as you saw in the intro. A party of people are coming down from the floating continent of Ease to try and rescue the goddesses Fina and Rio, who descended to the world below for some unknown reason. And then the dark, bad people, the Darklings as they're called, interrupted their descent with a big tendril of evil magic and split them all up. So Unica's just landed hard on her backside. Wait, is that? It's a big tree. Zelda's not the only series with a big talking tree, you know. That is the Rhoda tree. One of 2 of which you can meet in the first Ease game. This one doesn't have a face though, like the Deku tree. Yes, he's fine. Don't you worry about him. So there are a number of sort of like families in Ease. I can't remember how many of them are, but they're all like priests or priestesses and then their descendants. One of them is Unica's grandfather. Her father was a knight. So originally the goddesses used their power to float the continent of Ease up into the sky to escape a war on the surface, and her father was one of those that stayed behind to buy them time. She's taking it well. Why would they come back down to the surface? Damn tower. So the good guys floated a continent up into the sky, and the bad guys decided to try and build a tower to reach it. Obviously they didn't get far enough. Pretty slow intro to this game. Generally the Ease games are very quick to get started, very fast paced. This one has quite a lot of setup before you actually get to swing your axe. Stray goddesses. Let's go to the evil tower of evil. So this game, basically, the whole game is you ascending the tower, trying to make your way to the top. And spoilers, but at the end of Ease 1 is, the final dungeon in Ease 1 is this tower as well. So obviously this game came out a long time after Ease 1. Ease 1 came out in 1987, and this came out in like, I don't know, 2006 or something, I think. Let me check that. Yes, 2006. So this came out 19 years after the first game. So here's some of our companions that we got split up from, and some demons. Yeah, do some work, priest. Finally get to do some attacking. Right, so this is giving keyboard commands, and I'm using a controller, so I'm just going to have to figure it out. It's been a while since I last played this, so B is jump, A is attack. And also there are two different attacks you can do when jumping, so you can do a downward thrust if you press attack at the apex of your jump, and then you can do like an up thrust if you jump and attack quickly. What is boost mode? So now I've got to try and remember how to activate that. It's Y button, and then you just go ham on guys. Grab all the loot. So that's your combat basics. You get some powers and stuff as you go on. Nicely done, we just ran away. So very, very nice art in this game. See, everybody knows her dad. She's freakishly strong. Yep, that'll be that big purple tendril thing. Quite unceremoniously. Yeah, Unica landed on her butt. No, the tree lied to me. So as the game goes on, more and more of your team will start to arrive. And some of them have certain services they can offer, like refining some ore you find into your weapon to strengthen it. And this is a very slow start, but if you like fast-paced action RPGs with a bit of platforming and an amazing soundtrack, because the soundtrack to this game is fantastic, then you should definitely play this. This game is on everything as well. It's on PC, which is what I'm playing it on now. It's on PlayStation, it's on Switch, it's even on Xbox One. And playable on the Xbox Series, of course. Digitally only on that platform, I think. I'm not sure about PlayStation. On Switch it has a physical edition, which I have, because I wanted to own a copy. Because I love this game. Unica wants to go and do a bit of scouting ahead and get some combat practice in. Give her a little crystal thing to stay in contact. Oh yeah, and to purify these statues. So these servers are save points and warp points between floors. Oh, this is our communication thing. As I said, very talky start. Makes sense given that it's a prequel and it's kind of setting the scene for what is going on. So this is a few hundred years I think, before the first game. So if you're playing them sort of in release order, this is kind of the reason why the floating continent of Ys is where it is. Alright, so now we can just go and start hacking guys and then pick these things up. So these things will give us little boosts, like you see, like EXP and multiply going up. and these little herbs will give us health back. So enemies drop loads of little things that give you like bonuses to your hit, defense, and XP multiplier and stuff as you defeat them. And look at that, we've leveled up already. And these guys that are flashing red are harder guys. So he's taking a lot more punishment. Oh, they're linked to barriers as well. So kill them and the barrier goes down. And what do we get? So set in Panacea. So if I can figure out where our... No, I have no idea. There we go. Click the left stick in to get to the menu. How strange is that? So set in Panacea raises maximum HP. So that's like a permanent HP boost. It's probably always worth using them as you get them. Also that down hit, this is like a multi-hit attack, so it's always good to hit people with that. Red guys really take a pasting. Something I completely forgot about as well. I think it was if you hit them from the back with that, then you can, maybe not, maybe it's just a stat roll thing, but you can sometimes stun enemies with the descending attack. What have we here? One of the holy artifacts of ease. A cerulean flabellum. Right, these are the 3 skills you can get as you go through the game. They also help you with exploration and puzzle solving and platforming as well. And then you can power them up by finding jewels around the place. Right, now we need to... No, that's the boost, isn't it? Okay, it's on RB. And you can use it to extend your jumps, as well as just like do a big, well, it's kind of smallish AoE around your area. And it's tied to that magic meter you see at the bottom there, which is the green meter below our health. So we're going to get a bit of platforming and very, very minor puzzle solving on the go in a sec. Lovely. I do love stuff that gives you a bit of maneuverability. Part of the reason I love this game so much is, I mean, kind of everything. The art's beautiful, combat's fun, but there's also, the music's amazing, but there's also quite a lot of platforming in it, which I really appreciate. There's 3 games that Falcom made in this kind of system, as it's called. So basically, oh, that hurt. So basically, every sort of few games, Falcom will change things up. Like they'll have a new engine, they'll have a new kind of gameplay style, and this game, the system that this game is known for is an Apishtim system, which sounds ridiculous, of course, but
What's happening? We're getting sucked into the middle is what's happening. It's a trap. Yeah, so East 6 is called East 6 The Ark of Napishtim, and it was the first game in the series to have this kind of gameplay style and this sort of look. And like 3D environments with 2D sprites on it. And there are 3 games in the so-called Napishtim system, which is East 6. Ease the remake of Ease 3, The Oath in Felghana, and then this one, Ease Origin. I think this is my favourite of the 3 of them. A lot of people will say Felghana is the best game in the series. It is very good, but this game has more platforming in it. Let's start a new save. See, as you can see, I've completed it with each character. Only on easy though, because I'm a wimp. But yeah, this is my favourite of the this system's games because there's a lot of platforming in it. And the other 2 games that play like this are much lighter on platforming. So if you're the opposite of me and you don't like platforming, then give the other 2 games a go. But I mean, you should play them all. They're short games as well, which is another good reason to play through this series, because you can get through a bunch of them in the amount of time it takes you to get through your average RPG or JRPG. And like I said, there's 3 characters in this. To get the true ending, you have to finish it with each of them, which makes this one a bit longer, but each character's route is like 10 hours, if that. So even then it's not like a massive time investment. Grab all the goodies. You can see down the bottom left, just above Unix's portrait, what all those little bonus items are doing for me. Defense up and strength up. EXP bonuses going up. So it makes grinding a bit of fun as well, and obviously every now and then they'll drop health as well, so you don't have to worry too much about getting into trouble. You will need to do some grinding in these games, but it's never like hours upon hours of grinding. It's like you might have to grind for half an hour here or there. But where you'll find out you're in trouble is with the bosses. So this isn't going to be a long video, but we'll see if we can get to a boss before we stop. Because the bosses are really fun in this. Oh, why won't you die? Of course, then he disappears. There's a lot of these bloody turrets around, aren't there? Right, I think that's everyone cleared out. Now we can move on. It's always worth clearing rooms just for the XP. And this should be the thing we need for that. Oh no, it's a road of fruit. Okay. So those you get, and you exchange them for the things that completely blanking. You get those fruit, you exchange them for click that already, didn't I? You exchange them for the ore that you need to improve your weapons. There's a lot of hacking and slashing, a little bit of backtracking. Just trying to remember exactly where it is we're going at the moment, because it's been a while since I last played this. Yeah, so we still don't have that. There was a locked door, wasn't there? That would have respawned everyone. I'm not going to bother killing everyone all over again, because I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going. Right, I did hit that switch. Oh, down here. Let's check the other path. So long, suckers. Right, so we got some red, or a red guy, so we're going to have to sort him out. We've got another switch and a chest. There's an emerald that will power up our wind attack, which is nice. With even a single jewel collected, the appropriate skill can now be charged. Right, let's head back. Now, if I was just playing this for myself, I would be murdering absolutely everything in my path. I do want to make some progress in this video, not just have me running around hacking at the same enemies for half an hour. Alright, and that opened that door for us, and now we're outside, look! Look at the state of the world. This is where we're going to get our first piece of ore to strengthen our weapon. Acquired Blue Moon Crest, and that's also the thing we need for that pedestal. And these guys we can't understand. Little weird cat dog things. In Ease 2, you get to turn into one of these things, which is weird. Not trained for talking to animals, huh? Oh, coincidentally, I just found a piece of fruit. Give it a Rhoda fruit. Piece of Claria ore. That's what we use to strengthen our axe. So if you're playing the game, always be on the lookout for those rhoda fruits, and also these little guys. I think there are ways to actually translate what they're saying, but I can't remember how. Right, we can go back to that pedestal now. If I can remember the way back. Oh yeah, we can charge this now, can't we? Which is nice. It's a lot more damage, lasts a lot longer. Got the destructive power of that. If I remember, I think there are 3 jewels for each one. Again, it's been a while. And now we can drop through on an ominous hole in the floor, because why wouldn't you? Wait, who are these guys? They weren't in our party. This guy's got 2 headbands on because he's like double cool. Clearly evil, and she's like, excuse me, sorry to disturb you. I don't recognise you. If they're down on the surface and holding big weapons, you'd probably assume they're the bad guys. Not very friendly, these two. Yeah, you're really not getting it, Unica. Boss time. Just summon demons just like that. Right, I cannot remember this guy's attack patterns. Alright, he turns into bats. I'm pretty sure all you can do is run away from them. Ah, that hurt. Get away from me, stupid bats. Yeah, I don't think you can hurt the bats. They can certainly hurt you. Oh, he splits in two as well, doesn't he? Useless git. Not tooing. God, I can't even. I've lost the ability to speak. I'm not doing too well for hell. Run away! Run away! See, and this is why you grind. Uh-oh. Very nearly got myself into trouble there. Oh, come on, really? Got like chip damage left. You did it because the game's set to easy mode. Why would they be hanging around with demons? Come on. You can't be this dense. Another ominous hole in the ground. Ooh, treasure chests. A bronze key. And a mask of eyes. That lets us see invisible things, which is very handy. But it also means we can't see enemies, which is not so handy. So, don't leave it on, because look, that guy just popped out of nowhere. Anyway, we're going to leave it there for this video. That is a quick intro for Ys Origin, played on PC. First of our 10 weeks of Ys, which we're definitely going to stick with this time. And going all the way up until Ys 10's Western release date. We hope to see you each week, every Friday, unless something terrible happens and you can't make video. But yeah, this one is going to be completed. One way or another, I'm going to actually do the series this time. And thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this, please do leave a like and subscribe and all that good stuff. It really helps us out. Trying to grow this channel as we've been doing for many years and not really getting anywhere. But yeah, let me know in the comments below if you're a fan of the Ys series, if you played this game before, or if you've had your interest piqued and you want to check it out, because it's not an expensive game, you can get it pretty cheap. And like I say, if you play all through routes, it will last you a good 30 hours. It's good value for money, it's good fun, great soundtrack, fun combat, lots of platforming as well if you like that sort of thing. And we will see you next week for Ys 1. Start of Adol's adventures, which kind of picks up a few hundred years after this in the same general area. Like I say, this game is set entirely in this tower, which is the final dungeon of Ys 1. Obviously we're not going to show that in the videos because we're just going to do sort of like the first hour or so-ish. But until then, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.